Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Tales of Graces Fendel. Last episode, we made it to, well, not quite Fendel, we made it to the outskirts of Fendel on a remote island because we need to go there in order to get to Fendel. And then we got caught up in some business involving going inside Riot Peak and taking part in a tournament in order to rescue a spy that was supposed to take us to Fendel. But we got that all sorted, and we're going to go off to Fendel in a sec, but most of you are probably wondering right now, what the hell are we doing back in Eula Liberté? Is it because I did some polishing off screen? No, it's actually because there is a sub-event inside the Oswell Manor that we can only see in a very short window, which is right now. Men, you are my most trusted and highly trained soldiers, so listen up. We are going to overthrow President Dylan Paradon and end this tyrannical rule over Strada. Our country's recent troubles are a direct result of his terrible policies and incompetent leadership. The time has come for all patriots to rise up and seize the... Hey guys, what's going on here? Father, what's going on here? Wow, what Hubert said. Don't think I've said the same thing that Hubert said yet, so it's a nice change from saying the same thing as Asbel. Hubert! You can't seriously be considering an armed revolt against the president. And what if I were? Then my path would be clear. I am a citizen of Strata. I will not overlook those who plot sedition, no matter who their relation to me. You insolent cur! You would disobey me after I took you into my own home and raised you as one of my own? Kill them! They must not be allowed to escape! Wasn't even worth the battle. Damn. Are you ready, father? Please, Hubert, forgive me. What I did for Strada! Maybe we can bargain. Once I become president, all that I possess will be yours. The mansion, the land, everything. With your smarts and my fortune, we could rule this great... Enough. I don't think you will appreciate our current situation, father. The Falconists are depleted. If we don't join forces with our neighbors, we will not survive this crisis. However, I suppose you may still think this is a good time to start a civil war. Your actions would be a black mark on our family for generations to come. As such, you would leave me no choice but to renounce the Oswell name. Do not force me to this course of action. I do not wish to lose another father. Hubert? I will overlook your actions this time. But if you consider such a thing again, I will do everything in my power to stop you. Thank you, Hubert. Thank you. Perhaps I'm a bit naive myself. I'm just sorry that we all had to watch that. So, what do you got to say? I know this is no time for regret, but please, I need more time. I never imagined you'd put me to the rights, though I'm glad it was you above all others. Well, at least he's a little thankful, at least. Anyway, now that we've seen that sub-event, I'll be back in Riot Peak in a moment's notice, so I'll be back in a sec. And wabam! Would you take a look at that? We're back in Warrior's Roost. There's pretty much nothing we can do here now, besides feeding that cat, because now, I said feed the cat, now that I've got some clams that I can give it. So, here you go, cat. The cat is now happy, and all is well in the world. Alright, spy. Take us to Fendel. Right this way.
If you're ready, I'm happy to escort you to Fendel.
We appreciate the help. Riot Peak. A place where skilled fighters test their mettle and aspire to new heights.
Yeah, does it get you excited, Asbel? It certainly gets me excited. But we'll come back here at a later date. For now, we got a mission.
What's wrong, Asbel?
Oh, nothing, Sophie, just lusting for battle.
Huh? Oh, nothing. I'm fine. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Sherry, I just like fighting too much. It's my calling, you know? But now onwards to Fendel!
So you can use the light too, huh?
Yes. It happened only recently.
Oh, really? Sweet.
I have many questions, such as why does it only affect you, me, and Sharia? One day I must research the cause of this phenomenon.
Always thinking ahead. You never fail to impress.
So that's what you were researching back in Al Ray.
Well, lately I've also been thinking about him.
What, the captain?
Captain Malik? Come on. You can't suspect him, too. He's been at the Knight Academy forever. I've known him since I was a boy.
His fighting style is unique.
I will admit, he's got a very weird weapon, and it's kind of hard to control.
I would very much like to know where he learned it.
Asbel? Pascal is feeling sick.
Oh, jeez. What, does she get seasick?
She's sick?
Oh, yeah, that looks like seasickness.
Hang in there, Pascal. Oh, I'm totally gonna paint the deck here!
Oh, no, at least aim it over the railings.
Are you alright, Pascal? Do you get seasick easily?
She's not seasick. She just ate an entire bunch of bananas.
Oh. Yeah, figures. She was fine all of the other boat trips. Where did you get a whole entire bunch of bananas?
Oh, man! All that wasted potassium.
What? That's what you're worried about?
This is disgusting.
A little bit.
Okay, I think I'm done horfing for a while. Is Captain Malik sick too? What's wrong? Did it gross you out? Or are you so sick you can't talk?
Just reflecting on the past.
Ooh, tell me. I don't know anything about you, you know? You must have done something before you were a sword-fighting guy, right?
Pascal, I'm interested too, but I don't think it's nice to pry too much.
Sorry, Pascal. I'd like to be left alone, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So you're gonna clean that up, or?
Jeez, what a grump. Don't bother trying to cheer him up.
I wonder what's wrong.
Oh, there's the bananas. Why does this ship have an entire batch of bananas? Maybe trading. I don't know. Even though tensions are high between the two countries. This world is weird.
What exactly are you hiding, Captain?
Oh well, we're finally at Fendel, so let's focus on that.
It's very cold here. Are you okay, Sophie? I'm fine. Yeah, well, I'm freezing! Come on, Sophie, you gotta help me warm up!
Hey, no. This is no excuse to yell touchy-touchy. Heal, girl.
I tried to find the exact location of Fendel's Valkaness, but came up empty. According to rumors, however, it's somewhere near the capital, Zavhert.
That's unfortunate. Zavhert is a long way from here.
But it would make sense that that's where the Creus is located.
For now, let's head to the town of Velenik. It should be just ahead.
And now we're finally in Fendel, which is once again another change of scenery. We went from desert to snowland, which I'm personally a much bigger fan of in terms of biomes. I just think it looks way prettier. Yo, Turtles Merchant. Brrr, it's cold here, so you're buying or do you needs to be transported? If you want the rights, I may not want to be able to help you, mind yous. Whatever you say, Turtles Merchant. Just keep on turtling on, as you always seem to do. Can I dualize anything? Oh, I can dualize fried rice with crab. Sure, why not? Increases my, critical hit rate. And I can dualize this too, make a cow stick, and what else can I make? Oh, I can make that with the puff pedal down in order to make balloon cloth, whatever the hell that does. And then I can do that again to make a stuffed doll. Holy shit, that sells for a lot of money. Sweet. It's been a while since I've shown dualizing on screen, so I don't mind doing this as much. Let's see, get some more fisherman's rice. And I believe there was one more thing we could make. If we go up to the eel. Let me see. Come on, eel, I know you're around here somewhere. Seriously? You're not gonna let me? Okay, fine. I guess I'll try and do it off screen then. Unless it's right here. No, okay. And I still gotta do all this as well. But you know what? I'm not gonna waste any more time doing that. Alright. There's not much for us here. Except one resident's house. Wow, this looks depressing. Hope you don't mind if I take your crab. I haven't been on land in Dog's Age. Oh, sorry, in a Dog's Age. I'm off duty until the ship departs. Heard some scuttlebutt about the Fendelian army being on the move. You know anything about that? A little bit. I'm here to listen to the sailors. They have such great stories. I want to go on adventures someday. The fireplace is so warm. I would have thought that you would have been climatized to this environment, but I guess not. Well, it was nice talking to you, but I got places to be and things to do. So let's see what we got here. We actually got people we can talk to on the road. That makes a nice change. A little ways ahead, this road forks north and south. You'll find a town if you stick to the north. Oh, and you'll also see a giant crater along the way. I have no idea what might have caused it. We've got a treasure chest right here with some fancy fur, and to be honest, there's not much else on this road from what I remember. So, I want to bring up a discussion topic. Oh yeah, of course, there are some enemies though. So, I want to get asking, what is some of your guys' favorite parties? And I don't mean party members, I mean the whole shebang, like every single party member put together to make the whole crew. Because in Tales of Gracie's F, I actually really like the party. I mean, some of them you could argue are a little bit generic, some of them are a little bit eccentric. But overall, I like their fighting styles and how varied they are. And I like that a lot of them have a nice mix to the traditional fighting style. And I think their personalities work off well with each other for the most part. I'm not going to say it's my favorite party ever, but it's a pretty damn good one. Also, their designs are nice and different from each other, so that's always a plus. I can't remember which Tales of game it is, but I remember, I think it was Legendia, where every single party member hates each other. And I think that could work if you wrote them well. But I remember a lot of people getting annoyed at the fact that they hate each other so much. Anyway, there's a peach tree right here. Wonder how it survives in this environment.
These are peaches? I feel like I've seen them before. Sophie, are you remembering something?
No need to rush it. Just think carefully.
Could Sophie be from Fendel?
Well, do you remember where you've seen them?
Oh, I got it. Peaches look like little buds.
Huh?
Especially Sherry. Okay, time out. Sophie, we need to talk. But I just wanted to tell everyone.
Why do you know that? And could I get some more details? I'm sure Sherry won't mind.
Do this.
Man, now that I was talking about party members, it just makes me want to play Final Fantasy 15 again. Because I love the party members. I mean, there's only 4 guys, but I love them all so much, and how they work off of each other. Obviously, Final Fantasy 7 always has a classic party. I like Final Fantasy X's party as well.
Sometimes I can't see the value in fighting.
Hubert.
There's no profit in the enemies here. It's a waste of time.
Hey!
You know, hearing this again makes me think that Hubert actually has a lot of win quotes to do with gold. He must be a money maniac. I'd be surprised if that wasn't a title for him. I'm trying to think from I mean, because Final Fantasy is the go-to when it comes to talking about party members, but I'm trying to think of any other standout ones. I remember playing Wild Arms,
We have visitors!
and Wild Arms had an interesting party of 3, because there was the guy with the mouse, there was the main protagonist, Dude Man. And I think they were just interesting, and I remember them because of their designs and the setting, because it was a Wild Western, like, sci-fi, which is something you don't see very often. So that's why the party in that game stood out to me. And then you have my favorite Tales of Games party, which it's my favorite Tales of party ever, which I'm not going to spoil because I want to do that game someday. And why spoil the surprise now, you know?
Enemies.
It just wouldn't be fun that way. Anyway, we've still got a load of new enemies. We're getting some more Goblin variants, and they actually changed the way that the Goblin's helmet looks, which is really nice, so it's not just a recolor, even though I literally see a Goblin War Chief, which is a recolor of a Highland Goblin, but at least it's not the exact same as, like, the Stradan Goblin. That's another way, a good way to reuse assets, and still make it a nice variation.
Well, that was passable.
Yeah, I thought I did pretty good there. But, if you have different biomes, then you slightly change the way that creatures look based on the biome. That's also a really good way to vary up, but keep the same creature, basically. It's what Pokemon started doing with its Alolan versions of Pokemon. Which I think is always really smart. Come up with ideas like that. God, Hubert's so much fun. I know I mentioned it before, but I need to mention it again. I love his moveset so much. I don't love it when I get hit out of moves, though. That's the main... Oh, God, I died. That's the main drawback to him, unfortunately, because he's so... He's kind of like the glass cannon of the party, which is kind of nuts to think, now that I think about it.
That was some fancy knife work. What else are you hiding from us? Oh, I'm not hiding anything.
Except a peachy butt. But, yeah, that's pretty much that. Got another treasure chest right here. And we're supposed to be heading north. However, if we head down here, we should see a landmark, which, if you remember way back when we were doing the Seaside Assault, I'm just going to ignore these enemies, then this place connects up to a familiar location. Also, we got a Dark Turtles man here. Toidus! You can't cross the borders, however's. Yeah, you could bribe him 1,000 to cross over the wall and the border, because if I can actually get it into view, right here is the border into Lant.
If we get past this fortress, we'll be in Lant.
Time to bust out the whooping stick?
That's not a good idea. No matter how worried I am, the fortifications here are very strong.
You'll never win with that kind of attitude.
These borders may contain smugglers' trails used for illegal crossings.
See?
But even if we do cross into Windor, it might be difficult to find our way back here.
Actually, we should be able to take a ship from Westland Port to Warrior's Roost, and from there back to Fendel.
Oh, really? It sure would be nice to see Lant again.
Oh, come on, Asbel, we've seen Lant plenty of times now, considering I did a whole side quest chain back there. Multiple side quest chains, I might add. Anyway, I guess while I'm on the subject of the question, which I posed 5 minutes ago, if you got a favorite party, then what's your least favorite party? I think that's another more interesting one too, talk about. I don't even mean like a party that you hate, just one that isn't particularly your favorite, because I mentioned Legendia, and that's probably my pick. And wow, that's a massive crater.
Wow, that's a big crater.
Oh, that old thing? I kinda hoped somebody had filled it in by now.
You've heard of this crater, Pascal?
A bit, I suppose.
What does that mean?
What could have created such a large crater?
It happened after a Creus explosion.
That happens?
Of course. The Creus in Fendel is naturally unstable, which makes it kinda hard to control.
God, they're watching us.
We should get to Velenik before people start getting suspicious.
Nothing to see here, just us taking a look at this crater. You know how it is.
The town of Velenik is just up the road. Perhaps we should try to gather information about this crater there.
Yeah, I'd hate to see a hole like this open up in Lant somewhere.
Why would a hole open up in Lant? Allow me to elucidate. Our current location is just north of the Windor border, so we've actually been traveling in a big ol' circle. We're not all that far from Lant. I have to admit, even after the whole Valkanus ordeal, I continue to be surprised by how much you know. Yeah, well, it's just a quinky-dink.
Is that all? I, for one, have trouble believing in all these coinkydinks.
Then it's destiny.
That is not what I was suggesting.
I just want to hear Hubert say Coinky Dink over and over again. It just sounds funny coming from him. And that's pretty much it for this road right here. Or this area, even. However, there is something I need to check very quickly. So, we will have right here an item which is a Stratum Horn. And the Stratum Horn is used for a specific event. However, I need 5 of them. And this specific event is very specific in the timing because there's a short window where we can do it. So, you get them from the enemies in this area, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on battling enemies until I have 5 of them, so I'm not going to waste your guys' time. I'm just going to do that off screen, and I'll meet you guys pretty much in this location as we head to North and Velenik. Veredic? God, I've already forgotten what the place is called. Anyway, I'll meet you guys when we're going back to the location that we need to go to. It was Velenik. That's what it was. Alright, got all of my horns, and I even got a new winning animation to round it all off.
I can't believe our baby Hubert got so strong.
Please don't mention my past in front of everyone.
Oh, you don't need to be embarrassed, Hubert. You're a cool guy now, so just embrace it. Life is pretty much just a never-ending stream of embarrassment anyway, so you have nothing to fear. Alright, with horns in hand, it is now time to head on to Velenik. Swear to God I'm gonna get the name right. Don't need some gel seeds right now. And we got a green ribbon! That'll be perfect for Sheria. There we go, nice. I mean, I guess you could keep on other ribbons if you prefer the other effects that the ribbons have other than just passive stat boosts, but you know how it is. I'm pretty sure that I'm in a good place right now when it comes to equipment. Well, this place looks dire.
This place hasn't changed at all. If anything, it's gotten worse.
Are you reflecting again?
Something like that.
Do you wanna talk about it?
Is it hard?
Excuse me?
Sometimes, very much so.
Excuse me? Captain, what have you been teaching Sophie?
When you think about the past, it's easy to focus on regret. On how you failed to act when it was required most.
Oh, sorry, that's what you meant.
Failure to act. I feel like I was meant to do something as well. Was it protecting Asbel and my other friends? No. It was something bigger than that.
Let's ask around town and see if anyone knows anything about the Valkanus.
Well, it will be a start. Welcome to Velanik. And this town is a pretty good state of what Fendel is like right now, in terms of what the people are going through. Anyway, first things first. We got our horns. We need to do this event very quickly before we continue on, and I don't want to miss it. So, first things first, go to the inn. We see Joey right there, but we don't want to do that quite yet. First of all, we want to go over to the save point because there's a skit, of course.
This town is totally sad.
What's happening in Fendel? Why are people living such miserable lives?
And what was that about?
What was what about? And more importantly, what's wrong with Sophie?
Sophie?
Hey, is everything all right?
Yes, but sometimes my chest hurts. Do you need to rest? I'm okay.
Maybe it's the sudden change in climate.
Tell us if it gets worse. Don't just suffer in silence. Okay.
Man, we just turned into a whole bunch of negative Nancys all of a sudden. Excuse me, innkeeper? First of all, let's charge our mixer, and second of all, I would like to sleep here. Brrr, it's totally too cold to sleep. Oh, hey Captain, are you cold too? It is indeed chilly tonight, Pascal. Perhaps a drink is just what the doctor ordered. It'll warm you up and help you sleep. Ooh, sounds great. Wait right there. So, Captain, what did you do before you started teaching at night school? Were you like a bartender or something? Perhaps. Ooh, this looks totally yummy. Are you sure you're old enough to drink that? Oh my gosh, it's awesome! I bet you must be a big hit with the ladies. What makes you think that? Well, you know, you're all dark and charming and mysterious or whatever. Ladies love mystery. Perhaps I just have a past that isn't worth sharing. See? That's exactly what I'm talking about! Getting jealous, Hubert? We're a lot alike, Captain. I was always making mistakes when I was young too. That doesn't appear to have changed. Maybe not. Oh, hey little bro, you can't sleep either? I'd offer you a drink, but you're still a child. I'm merely too young to drink. I'm not a child. Also, how old does that make you? Especially with the height difference. Questions for later. I believe, actually, now that I think about it, I believe Pascal is supposed to be 22. Which does not act or look like. If you keep drinking like that, it will impair your performance tomorrow. What? Don't be silly. Perhaps that's enough for tonight to Pascal. Gosh, it's pretty warm in here. I better take my clothes off before I melt. Don't you dare! Eek, settle down, little bro. Why you gotta be angry all the time? I abhor drunkards. And I might add that to this, And I might add that this is a terrible time to lose control of your faculties. You have a point, but people can't operate at full stress all the time, Hubert. We all need to unwind. I disagree, Captain. People who think like that often end up as failures. Failures, eh? Perhaps you're right. Hey, which one of you clowns just made the room all spinny? I'm hungry. I wish I had pancake fish. Oh yeah, pancakes with syrup and butter and bananas. Hey, what are you two looking at? Go to bed, both of you. We have an early morning tomorrow. Good night. Boy, she's gonna feel that in the morning. But other than that, I guess we got a restful sleep. And that's the sub-event. Perfect. Alright, let's see what Joey and the gang are up to this time. I guess Joey is dancing for our amusement. That's it, Joey. Keep dancing. Oh, that's wonderful, Joey. I'll have to make something extra yummy as a reward. You seem to be enjoying treating your younger brother like a toy for your own amusement. Hey, Hubert, come on. I mean, he's not wrong. Ha! Look at the mouth on you. I'll have you know Joey here is his own man. Now dance, Joey. Dance for your life. Yes, sir. Bigger. Faster. More. Yes, sir. It's heavenly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Multi-clone technique. I see wings on Joey's back. Are you sure those are wings? Those just look like extra clones. Come on. There's no time to waste. Kaz. Here we go, Joey. Are you ready? Yes, sir. I think there's something wrong with me. I'm seeing double or triple or something. Oh, thank God I'm not the only one seeing it. I see many fiery Joes as well. You do? Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was me. Let's begin. Right away, sir. Okay, Joes, give me some fire. Hot fire! More. More, I say. Are you fiery, Joey, aren't you? Or aren't you? Roger that, sir. You can put it all up. Hot fire. Hot fire. Hot fire. Oh, jeez. I should never go that high. Oh, jeez. Screw it. I'm keeping that in. I don't care. So why did Kaz become a globe-trotting blacksmith? Oh, because he burns with a desire to be the best artisan in the world. That's a tall order. Speaking of tall, holy shit, I never... Was your hat growing this entire time, Annie? I didn't even notice. Oh, you know it. Keep it up. Joey! Kaz! Dude, they're totally excited about this. And once again, he's getting burned to a crisp. Final stretch. Here we go! Finally, it's the knife of my dreams. You there, who among you can wield a knife? Do I have to? A knife user, eh? Then I hereby present you with this! Thank you? Oh, you did it, Kaz. Oh, this brings us one step closer to our dream. We're almost ready to launch Dark Winds. Get ready, world. We got some battle knives. Say thank you, Sharia, even though you just said thank you already. Hey, we're giving you a whole bunch of equipment this episode. This should make you happy, right? Well, increases your CC for both the minimum and the maximum, so I'm not gonna say no to that. Sorry, excuse me. And now that my throat has recovered, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do all of our investigating by talking to the townspeople next time on Let's Play Tales of Gracie's F. There are still a few more things that we can do in Verilic, and we need to do our investigation, as I literally just said, so yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to do all that junk I keep on saying to do, and I'll meet you guys here next time. See you guys then. It's been a while since I've said that as an ender.